Found the sled, killed pretty much a bunch of the goblins, 5 of the goblins that was pushing the sled. One of them managed to avoid all injury and took off screaming back towards the sled, waving his arms and scimitar.
I spared him.
You spear, but not with a spear, unfortunately.
No, spare.
Yeah. Right. He's waving out, screaming for help. And the goblin boss standing, her name was Isabai, from what you heard being called out, standing on top of that wagon, holding her torch up high, sort of gives the goblin a nod where things could be.
Getting dicey.
See. Right. We're gonna have to try and drown out some of Moja's microphone hissing with some.
I changed my settings. I don't know what else to do.
All right, let's get some sounds going.
If I take this thing off, will it?
I don't know if that thing is creating any hissing.
What is in your mic thing that it's hissing? Like the in the sock bit.
In the sock bit. My baby snakes.
Bees.
Can't take. New Zealand is very cold. I have to keep them in the sock to keep them warm.
All right, you guys are on the map. You guys can see the nice little addition. We've got the snow falling in Roll20 now, just to make it just look a little more authentically cold. Constantly trying to find ways to make it feel a bit colder. Okay, it is from memory, I know you didn't want it to be, but it is the goblin's turn. The one that is running away continues its run towards the wagon, turns around and just sort of like blindly fires an arrow behind it. So we're going to just do a short bow attack with disadvantage. It is a crit fail. It goes to like loosen the arrow, and its bow kind of does that inverse thing where the arrow stays in its hand and the bow sort of goes launching out away from it, like 20 feet behind him. And he
Classic.
he just curses under his breath and continues running and dives into this wagon. So you can see on the map there that you can see. Oh, actually, he might not have had enough movement for that. Let's keep him outside the wagon for now.
I was going to say, can I return fire?
Well, Dandelion, it is your turn. So, please, what are you going to do?
Where is that little jackass?
He's
Way over there.
he's way away. I don't know if you've got enough. Well, you'd probably have to move if you want to attack him. What's your
Yeah.
range?
Range is, I believe. Give me back my mouse. I think I've got like 120 on this little bow. Where are you?
So 120. If you sort of.
It says 320.
Okay, I mean, yeah, you're fine.
There's two numbers. The first number is without disadvantage, and the second number is with disadvantage.
Right.
Okay, so it's 80 without and 320 with.
But it's over 320 is with, isn't it? Is
Over 80
Between
is with.
80 and 320
Is with disadvantage.
So it's
Right,
like
right,
a really
right.
long way away.
It is.
Yeah, more than 320.
And you just can't hit past 320.
Okay, cool. Back to getting D&D rules back in my brain. So you can hit him, but you'd have to run if you wanted to. How far away would you have to get? You'd have to get pretty close to roll without disadvantage.
6. So I have to get about there.
But you've only got 30 foot of movement, yeah? Yeah.
How far is that? Oh my gosh.
It's still going to be at disadvantage.
Wah.
Yeah.
Aw, stink. Okay, anyway, nope. I'll just, if I don't send him an arrow, I'll just send him a message. Okay.
Is that
Go,
message?
sure.
It is. Okay, nice.
And I gotta, do it again for disadvantage?
Yeah, roll again.
Oh, my brain. Where you go?
So you've rolled an 14
14?
and a 20, so we're going to take that 14, which it's not a hit, but it's stupidly close as it lands like right next to his foot, shoot down into the snow. And he just continues to screaming "Ah!" as he continues running back in towards that wagon. Anything else, Dandelion? Any bonus actions that you want to take?
Flip him the bird.
Okay, perfect. Yeah,
Take that, goblin.
nice. This big, furry, mitted, woolly glove with the middle finger.
You see the mitten just goes boop at the
Just-
top, but you
yeah.
can't see any fingers.
I like that it's a mitten. That's great. That's awesome. Tobias, over to you. You're sitting on the wagon. You sort of have just finished destroying what was left of the goblins on this sled.
Alright, Tobias is going to kick the body of the goblin off the back of the wagon on the eastern side.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to use the utilize action to pick up that body and throw the body to the west of him to the north off the wagon.
Okay.
Removal of 2 goblin bodies. Guys, is everyone okay? Good grief. And that's it.
Okay. Harkness?
Well, I say, young dandy, do you mind if I take a go? And he holds his hand out for your bow.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. No, knock
You're a
yourself
little
out.
bit competitive.
Anyone else in? Anyone else want in on this?
All right. Give us a roll. What are we
He's
going to roll
not
for that?
really going to look. He's just kind of looking at Dandy and pulls it back, and he's going to cast True Strike. And let
Oh.
the spirits and magic guide this arrow.
Oh, wow. Okay. Do you want to chuck into the chat or give us a description of True Strike?
Can I throw this in here? Does this? Nope. How do I make this
Should be a
go
speech
to the
mark.
thing?
There should be like a little speech bubble thing. Spell
Yeah, yeah.
details. Here we go. Guided by a flash of magical insight, you make one attack with the weapon used in the spell's casting. The attack uses your spell casting for the attack and damage rolls instead of using strength or dex. If the attack deals damage, it can be radiant or the weapon's normal damage type. That's cool. That's awesome.
So I'm just going to roll a d20 and then add 5, which is my casting modifier.
Okay. Yeah. It is... I'm just trying to say, you're still rolling with a short
yeah, with
bow, so
disadvantage,
with
though.
disadvantage, yeah.
So let's just...
Wasn't
Can I
sure
do
if
that
it
with the
was...
advanced roller? No.
You can click advantage or disadvantage up the top there of your character sheet.
Oh, that
But-
is somewhere...
The button says automatic, it's red, it's at the top center, and if you click on it, it's a drop down, and then it swaps to advantage or
There
disadvantage.
you go.
Oh, mine doesn't... Oh, there it does. Disadvantage. All right, and d20. Yeah. Have it the... Well, it's going to miss.
Oh, you've only... Oh, well, you're not going to roll better than...
I mean, to see if I crit fail.
Yeah. So no, both of these are a miss as well. The arrow looks to... It was like a terrible shot, but you can see the True Strike trying to like guide it back in, and it's still, with the help of your magic, it still fails to strike. And maybe it lands thud into the wagon instead.
Yeah, he's still looking at Dandy when he fires. He's trying to be cool about it, and then he doesn't hear any screaming after a suspiciously long time, and so he's like, all right, thank you. Hands back the bow.
Yeah. Try looking at what you're firing at next time. But
Oh,
A,
two
A,
eyes.
A for aura farming. That looked really good.
Still getting the hang of this one.
Anything else from Harkness?
He's just going to like, oh, what's that? And wander away nonchalantly at the fact that he's just missed horribly.
Okay, Yannick.
Just wanders off into the dark.
You're on mute.
Sorry, mute button. Yannick is going to stride out 30 feet, which I think is that one there, And he's just going to raise his shield, get on his sort of the tips of his toes, and just be ready for stuff coming at him. He's going to take the dodge action.
Okay. Yannick kind of steps away from the glow of the light from the magic of Harkness, and Tobias is his sort of dark vision sort of giving him a safety, a visual safety. Prepares himself. Nice. It is anything else? Just preparing to dodge?
Preparing to dodge, which means that any attack I can see coming at me, I get is rolled at disadvantage, and any dex save I roll with advantage.
Okay. We're going to head back to the goblin's turn. You see Isabai standing on the wagon with their torch. What you didn't notice, and maybe until you've gotten a little bit closer, Yannick, is she's got a hawk. There was a mention of a hawk before, but now you can see it's like perched on her shoulder. Those two goblins that you had seen sticking their heads out of the wagons earlier, they've sort of popped back in now, and all you can see is like these arrows coming out of these small slits in the sides of the wagons, as if they're trained on you. That goblin that is next to the wagon looks to be struggling with the door of the wagon, trying to get into the wagon at this point. It's this weird standoff where Isabai on the top of the wagon kind of stomps her foot twice. And it's just this tension between the groups. And we're back with Dandelion.
Okay, it's been fun. But fair's fair. We've got our sled now, and we're gonna head off. Okay? Yeah? Cool. You go your way, we go ours. No more blood?
Is it before we go back to the goblins? Is there anything that the group wants to do on their turn, or is it, or are you wanting to see if there's some sort of response to that?
I mean, Harkness was just going to, like, gently, well, not gently, but not callously take the goblins off the wagon and just place them down to the side in the snow so that we could start going.
Okay, that's cool. So you absolutely doing that. Looks like both Tobias and Harkness have sort of got this focus on clearing this wagon, and that's you both doing that. Dandelion, you've sort of called out. All right, I guess we'll be off. Yannick, anything from you?
Yannick is just going to take the dodge action again. Just going.
Yeah. Just on his tippy toes.
Just ready.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's obvious that this sled is going to be heavy to get anywhere. It looks to be about 300 like ingots of iron piled up on this sled. Each of these they've wrapped in this thick burlap and have been tightly secured to the sled with leather straps. Each of the ingots you might think may weigh about 2 pounds each. With the weight of the sled, with the weight of the ingots, you're probably looking at about 900 pounds to push. And as a group, you'd be able to do that just. It wouldn't be easy work, but it is something that the four... You saw how much trouble the 4 goblins pushing out of the 6. There was 2 that were just kind of like keeping themselves warm. The other 4 were pushing the sled, and they were moving it, but very, very slowly. You feel like you could do the same. You've called out, Dandelion, all right, we're going now. And there's like this equal kind of hesitancy in the voice of the goblin that sort of comes back. You just hear, okay, we'll just be on our way as well then, I guess. If you wouldn't mind leaving maybe some of the ingots for us, that would be pretty cool of you. There's any facade of like strength and power has just kind of been instantly removed from Isabai standing on top of this wagon.
Okay, Dandelion's going to just aside to the rest of the group and be like, guys, are we giving them like a little please don't shoot us cut, or do we say
Dandelion, it's not ours to give away. That would be theft.
no, well, they were going to steal all of it, so we could just say we didn't manage to recover all of it.
There's like a little bit of bickering between Isabai and the one that was trying to get into the wagon, and just there's like a sigh from the one that was getting into the wagon, and you can see him just like slowly walking back towards you guys, just slowly.
Great thinking, Dandelion. When that single one approaches, we can strike him down.
I mean, I'll keep an eye on him. And she's got the bow, but she's making sure that it doesn't look like she's gonna like fire it straight away. Just that she's at the ready in case he does something dodge.
As this goblin is making his way out, you can see the arrows pop back out of the wagon, and they're sort of like training on Yannick just to. He looks like he's going to be the first threat for the goblin that's walking out. The goblin just kind of continues this slow trudging. He's like shivering with cold, and he's keeping his eye on Yannick and maybe kind of giving him a bit of a wide berth as he walks towards the group.
No hard feelings.
Tobias will spit out some of his blood.
He may have some hard feelings.
Okay, hello, why are you coming here?
And he's like puts his cut his hands out like for some like.
Well, it's just as a little goodbye gift for us. Some of the can't go back empty-handed.
Dandelion looks to the group.
Tobias will jump down and extend his greatsword towards the creature and use influence to say, "To who were you taking these ingots to?"
He looks back over his shoulder towards Isabai, and hangs his head.
It's just, we're selling them to people who might want them more than us. We'll take some gold if you have gold to give.
And he reaches out, but he's kind of hesitant to put his hands out closer, like for fear of that blade you hold.
Harkness is going to... I assume there's like some kind of blankety cloth thing on the wagon.
Sure, yeah.
So he's going to grab that and say, "Waidatu," and warm it, as he's been doing for our clothes. He's going to wander over to the wee gobbo, place it around his shoulders.
He's like freaking out as you get closer with this blanket. Like he's really like...
Oh, I haven't hit you yet. You're fine. Pop. And then he's going to pop 5 gold coin in his little hand. Say, "There you go."
Okay.
Bip, bip.
He's not quite sure what to make of this, but he's happy. Like this is... he's instantly warmer. He's kind of cowering in front of you, especially with the height difference.
Probably close on 4 feet.
Yeah. This blanket has just kind of been dropped down over him. But it instantly warms him, and he looks back over to Isabai and like holds up the gold pieces. Is there anything...
There's a good fellow.
Anything... And he looks like he's about to head back.
Tobias will trot on over to Yannick. Yannick, what are the local goblins like? What's your take on this?
This is pretty unusual, right?
Um...
I'm asking the DM to see goblins out in the Dale.
Yeah, I would say the Goblins, this is normally way too cold for goblins. So the fact that they're out here is a bit of a, is curious. Could you roll insight for me, Yannick?
Sure.
Rolled 16, total 20. That is, doesn't sound like the goblins telling the whole story. It like maybe there's some truth to the fact that they sell the iron ingots, but there's something else. There's something else there.
I haven't had many goblins out here in my time. Bit cold for them, really. This is unusual.
The goblin is a little intimidated with the glowing sword Tobias holds, and sort of backs off a little bit, moving away from Harkness. Now that does invoke an opportunity attack if you wanted it.
No.
Okay.
The opportunity was the opportunity of friendship.
Okay, cool. And he just slowly continues his way back, keeping a bit of distance from you.
Friendship attack! No, I'm just...
Receive the friendship of my arrows.
Yeah. How much fire damage is a friendship attack?
1d10.
Yeah. He's got his back towards the wagon. He's moving sort of backwards slowly. He gets, about 20 feet away from you before just like Tobias is like following him a little bit. Every time he takes a step back, he looks like he's gonna run, but Tobias like moves forward to match his movement.
Wait, come back. Young, I've missed your name completely.
What was that, Harkness?
No, not you. Young goblin chap.
Oh, don't name them. You have to feed them.
He's a little unnerved at the moment, especially with Tobias's glowing sword, like now almost like cutting the distance between you and him. He's not giving any information.
How many of you are in the wagon? For non-violent purposes, I promise, don't worry. So nervous. I saw one, and maybe a couple others out the window. Are there more?
There's so many. There's so many of us. So you
Just
better...
the 3 then.
So you better not come any closer.
Harkness is going to grab 3 more blankets.
Okay.
And, why not 2 of them? Here you go.
Okay.
For the others. It's awfully cold out. I'm not sure what you're doing here. I must say, you're one of many scantily clad people that we've met recently, and it's rather unnerving.
Yeah, he moves. He tries to move closer, but again, keeping distance from Tobias. It moves to get sort of a bit more on your the other side to try and have you between him and Tobias. And he does that thing where he's keeping low, and he's taking these really cautious steps forward and to try and like reach out for the blankets with these cold little hands.
Harkness will kneel down and like hold them out, like with a puppy or a kitten that you want to.
Okay.
Here you go.
He sort of lunges forward, grabs them, and lunges back. Like there's a little bit more energy now that he's got a bit of warmth in his bones.
I'll probably buy you about an hour, so you best be on your way then.
He's a bit
Find
fast.
somewhere warm.
He's a bit faster at retreating this time, still with his back to the wagon, keeping you guys all in front of him. He can see like the dead companions of his have just been like removed from the sled, and there's a bit of concern on his face before he just turns and sprints back to the wagon. Is there anything else that you guys would like to do?
Tobias is just going to whisper quietly to the group. I'm not sure how we're going to get all those ingots back, but there is a big wagon with some polar bears just there. Did we just buy that wagon off them for those warm blankets, Harkness? Is that what you were thinking?
It seems awfully uncouth just to try and buy things from people with a warm blanket. What kind of sick person would do that?
My mistake, sir.
Were those the blankets laced with smallpox, or were they just the regular blankets?
Definitely the smallpox
were the regular
blanket.
blankets. We're perfectly fine. As long as they have the same immunity as us, they'll be absolutely chipper.
We really must speak, Harkness, about giving away our stuff when we ourselves are freezing and in need.
Harkness gives you a gold coin. Yeah, buy yourself a nice blanket when you get back to town.
God damn it, man!
I'm just going to chip in. I don't know how or if we could control the polar bears pulling there. I've certainly never handled one. I'm impressed that these goblins have been able to.
Right.
Are we going to ask
We
them
might
for
have
it?
to figure out. We might have to figure something out, like burying it and coming back for it, or I don't know.
So we're safer further away from the polar bears, is that what you're saying?
I think so.
Okay, thank you.
But I do appreciate us not giving up Ubek's hard-won ingots.
How is all of your guys' animal handling anyway? Does anyone have any good animal handling skills?
I mean, I have a owl that I like. Animal handling is not great.
It's not fantastic. I mean, it's not in the negatives.
Okay, well, that's good. Yeah. I would say if none of you have any sort of animal handling, polar bears, probably not the most ideal thing to start branching out with. Maybe smaller animals, like deer or something like that, maybe.
I say, shall we ask them if they'll give us a lift?
I do think they'll be a bit treacherous, to be honest.
Oh no, pish posh, we're all friends now.
There's like, by the time you've sort of discussed all of this, you look back and the smaller goblin is now gone, must be inside the wagon. And Isabai is sort of looking out at the group, and she's looking a little defeated that she has lost this haul. But she looks down at the wagon, jumps down off into the snow with a crunch, and gets into the crunchy snow. No, her legs don't break or anything. I saw the confused faces. Yeah, every bone in her body breaks. And she gets into the wagon in like what you can only assume is like a seated area near the front, as you hear the whipping of reins and the bellowing of growls from the polar bears, and the wagon lurches into motion.
I suppose we're not going to ask for a ride then.
Do you really think they would give us a ride? We've killed all their little worker drones.
Not all of them.
We claimed back the iron and refused to give them any. And then Mr. Flowers and Sunshine here gave them warm blankets and gold.
Have you felt how cold it is? What is
Yes.
with everyone in this place not wearing enough clothing in the winter? It's simply irresponsible.
Says the man giving away our blankets.
You guys have been traveling for a good 8 hours, if not longer, at this point. You set off pretty early in the morning, but it is already dark. It may have even turned dark a few hours ago. It's picking up again with the wind and the snow. The wagon now. Oh, sorry. No, please. Is there any?
Is there any like camping equipment on the little sled as well, or stuff we can use for shelter or something like that?
The iron ingots have like a hemp wrapping over that you could probably fashion something out of the leather straps and the hemp that is holding down the iron.
I say, has anyone? Shall we try building an igloo?
Out of iron ingots. And iron glue.
Not glue. Ingot do.
Is that another spell, Harkness?
Not one that I'm aware of. By the way, Yannick, where would be the closest place to? Is there a campground nearby, or a resort of sorts? Maybe a small hostel, even. in a pinch.
Would I have any ideas about the nearest shelter?
Let's have a quick look at.
Silver service is fine.
So I'm just having a quick look at the.
I do agree. We should get out of this weather. Take a haul and get back.
Here's a nice map for me to look at. Let me just put you guys on the map. Maybe that's going to be the easiest way to do it. At the moment, you are somewhere in this kind of area. Who knows exactly where at this point? You know that Keir Dinaval will be somewhere to the east. You know, Bryn Shander is going to be somewhere to the southwest. And likely a very similar distance between the two.
What do you think, Yannick? Where should we go?
There'd been no kind of small camps or anything out here.
It's a hard one. Is there any like nearby features, like maybe a tree line or a cave or somewhere that looks like we might be able to hunker down?
Actually, you know what? You're probably about 2 hours, maybe, or maybe 3 hours from a place called Tremorlane off to the west. You know, you'd know that if you head west from here, we'd probably find a path or Mer Dwaldun, which is a lake. So you're either going to come across that lake or a path if you head west from here. And then if you find the lake just a little north, you'd find Tremorlane. But it's still 3 hours of travel.
Is that with the sled or is that normal?
With that'd be with the slopes and the hills and the troughs that you've got in between here and there, it would probably take you an equivalent amount of time because there's going to be points where the sled is going to be able to just like scooch down some hills, you know. It's
like scooching down hills.
Technical term, scooching. You probably what would you know?
Tremorlane, did you call it?
Tremorlane, it's probably half the population that Bryn Shander has. They aren't one of the towns that sacrifice people. They sacrifice warmth. So they what Yannick would know is that they would basically burn off a lot of their whale oil and lumber as a sacrifice to Oriel.
Well, the closest place is Tremorlane. It's maybe 3 hours with this sled.
Best be on our way then.
Agreed. Let's get out of this cold.
I'm sure it'll help us warm up at least a little bit, right?
Yeah. So
Yay, let's go.
sure.
Let's go.
I'm just trying to figure out what else you might know about it before you get there. I'm just trying to think of whether this is going to be a good place for you to have a sled full of iron ingots, you know? There's always that sort of uncertainty, right? So I'm just trying to figure out... sorry for this.
How's everyone's bleeding doing? Are you guys okay?
Seems to be under wraps.
Not a scratch.
Few scratches.
Yeah, sorry about before, Tobias.
What do you mean?
Really didn't mean to. Really. Oh, yeah. That I wasn't able to deflect those arrows for you. I was worried about hitting you.
It's all right. In the maelstrom of combat, all is forgiven.
Oh, thank you. You're a good sort.
All right, so I think 3 hours. There's nothing that Yannick would know about the town that would be sort of make you feel like it would be an unsafe place to stay. From what Yannick knows, it's quite a friendly place. It's got a place that you'd be able to stay, some sort of tavern, an inn, bunch of different things, and most of all, they're sort of known for mining, and since they're on the edge of the lake, they're also known for like fishing. So after 3 hours of pushing the sled, and it was like one of those 3 hours that feels like 10 hours. It's one of those things where every time you thought you had like a little bit of light work with the sled, there would be a heavy bit of work to get it up over some sort of hill or mountain in front of you. You do arrive in Tremolaine, as you seem to continue to do, in the dead of night. And everybody is asleep. There's not much movement in this town, but it is a rather large town. Do you guys see that here?
Yep.
Oh, that's huge.
And
Massive
as
town.
as Yannick sort of assumed, it was a path that you came across first, and then it was the lake frozen over. Both Tobias and Harkness recasting their light, making sure that everyone was safe the entire time. And then to the north, following this path into Tremolaine.
Before we pull in, can I just make sure that the wagon is covered?
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
I've got a tent and some other gear that I could just chuck over the top and just make sure it's all fastened away.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not going to get you to roll anything for that. This is you and sleds, man. You know your stuff. So everything seems to be not a hint of those ingots can be seen from any angle. Tremolaine, you know that there's like a tavern down by the docks, and you know that there's an inn. It's called the East Side, so you're assuming somewhere on the east side of Tremolaine. It is winds howling, snow's blowing up all of the sort of corridors and pathways through here. You might see the occasional flicker of a candle from behind a window in a house or two, but it is by this point close to midnight, and everybody is asleep.
Yannick, do you
Sure.
expect to see any town guard at this sort of establishment?
DM?
Yeah, sorry, yeah. They could probably get up to a total of maybe 50 soldiers out of the people in this town for the militia.
Thank you, DM.
But there's same as with Bryn Shander, same with the other Cal Dinavel that you went to. No one seems to be out. There's not a big fear of people storming these towns at night. It seems to be you're the only ones you've seen out at these times as well.
We've been storming the towns at night.
Yeah.
No armed guard. The surrounding environment serves as a ward of sorts for any ne'er-do-wells. Not much survives out there at night.
I mean, there's not even big walls around this town either. No gates that you need to get into through.
Gotcha, thanks.
Yeah, there's a huge amount of cold coming from the west where this wind is blowing, and it's coming off that lake that you sort of walked up the edge of to get here. There's a sign. There is a sign that says the East Side, which is sort of pointing up towards the northeast of the town. If that's where you're wanting to. If that's what you're wanting to do.
Are we approaching from the south or from the north?
From the south.
From the south. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's up that way. I don't know about you, but I need a bed.
That sounds marvelous. Let's go.
I wouldn't
could sleep
turn down some
anywhere.
warm food either.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, it's not too far from the entranceway, and you've been following these signs, pushing the sled as you go, and you eventually come across this what looks like just a few separate houses built very close to each other. And some signs were sort of pointing towards this, and it's you see only now after a bit of closer inspection a sign that's kind of snowed over that says east side, very, very subtly showing through the snow. There is a light inside, and I'm not going to get... I think we'll just let you guys go in. The innkeeper goes by the name of Marta. Everyone else seems to have been gone. It's not one of those places that's a full inn and tavern. It looks like they do have a couple of tables for eating, but she lets you know like the kitchen's closed for obvious reasons. It's midnight. Kitchen's closed. But if you need a room, you're welcome. You're welcome to stay. I'm just trying to see if there's like a price. There's not. She just says like for the 4 of you, it'd be 1 gold piece for the room.
Have you, Marta? Have you got somewhere we can lock away our sled as well?
Marta is not really sure what to do. You notice Marta is quite young. Maybe at first you're like, it's almost odd. It could just be an elf, but she doesn't show the signs of elfin sort of features. It looks to just be maybe a teenage human, sort of looking after people, signing people in and out. She mentions there's a sort of a stable off to the if you head outside and around to the right, there's a stable that people put their sleds, horses, used to put their horses, dogs and axe beaks normally sort of thrive in there. So you're welcome to use that. It's just another 5 silver to have that locked away.
Thank you.
I can pay the I can pay the gold if someone else pays the silver.
What a deal! I'll pay the silver for that.
Sweet.
Tobias, while you're sort of like signing everybody in, handing over the gold piece, she's sort of telling you. She mentions like her bedridden father. Like, it must be odd that, seeing someone as young as me here. My father would normally be doing this, but he's been sort of poorly recently, and it's nice to have you guys here. There's a few rooms that we can get you into. It's very friendly.
Is that right? If he's feeling unwell, I might be able to help him.
And what? She sees like the sword at your side. What do you mean?
Well, you see this sweet amulet on my chest here. It does give me some rejuvenatory abilities. If he's unwell, I can try and help.
I mean, you can try, but I think it's just age getting to him. He's quite an old man.
Never mind. Age is a little bit outside my abilities. I'm sorry. He's not bleeding though, or something.
No, it's not. It's not a wound of any sort. He spent a lot of time out on the lake. It's been took his toll. Such a peaceful man, but the strength he had with those. Sorry, that's irrelevant. Thank you. And she finishes signing you in. Gives you sort of directions to where the rooms are. It's a couple downstairs, a couple upstairs. Lets you know they've got little symbols on them and tells you which symbols for which rooms that are free. And it's up to you. That's... Yeah, and I'm sorry that the kitchen's closed. It's we weren't expecting anyone at this time of night.
No trouble at all. Thank you for having us at such a chilly hour.
Okay, and with that, I'm just you see yourselves to the rooms. I'm just gonna finish tidying up.
Should we long rest, team?
I wouldn't turn one down.
Oh, long rest around.
Yeah. Definitely. Let's stop for a fiver while we have a long rest as well.
So we can hit long rest.
You can totally hit long rest.
Yay.
Did I expect you guys to come to Tremorlane? Not even a tiny bit.
That's how you know we do it.
Yeah. I was thinking, like, when I was just preparing for tonight, I was thinking, what are they going to do in regards to that sled? Like, are they going to go for the polar bears? Are they going to try and find some wildlife? Are they just going to push it? Like, what's the sort of plan? So, yeah.
I mean,
Just pushing it to
Harkness
Tremorlane was good.
Harkness isn't actually afraid of a bit of hard work, and as a Goliath, he counts as one size larger for carrying an encumbrance. So, we just put us back into it.
Yeah.
And also summoned an unseen servant that the others wouldn't have noticed that would help him, maybe.
Okay. An unseen servant. That would have definitely helped, that's for sure. I wanted to say hello to QSD, who showed up in the chat as well as Shitehawk. Thanks for joining in, you guys. Nice having you guys around. Hopefully the daylight savings didn't mess things up for everybody like it did last week. Hi, QSD, sorry. What were you guys anticipating with the goblins?
I mean, not that.
I thought it was 50-50 that they'd attack us.
Yeah.
I was probably more 70-30.
I thought your peace offering was great.
Yeah, that
Like
that was
high, like low value to us, but really high value to them.
Yeah,
They're fucking cold.
yeah.
Seemed like the nice thing to do.
I'm so terrified of the polar bears.
I'm too level 1 to deal with polar bears.
Yeah.
yeah.
Crikey.
Can I
could have taken the goblins, but a hawk and polar bears. That was going to be tricky.
I mean, there could have been like a sweet TIE Fighter X-Wing thing between Mittens and the Hawk.
Book that in.
give me just animal handling just for the lols? I just want to see in an alternate world.
Harkness would have been eaten.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Okay, so Yannick would have passed it, but like the other two, on a failed check, both bears are hostile towards that character for the rest of the encounter. So,
And on a crit fail that I just rolled.
You were eaten instantly.
Immediately hostile.
yeah.
Immediately ingested.
Yeah. So that's probably probably for the better, I think. I was a little concerned about it.
You were concerned about the polar bears. Oi!
Yeah.
We were concerned.
Yeah. I just, again, very, very level 1 at this point. What can a polar bear do? Because I think Yannick would know the dangers of a polar bear. Yeah, so they could probably still one-shot most of you guys.
Probably. Giant polar bear. Polar bear can one-shot a regular person. Never mind a little rabbit person.
Definitely one-shot Dandelion. I'm just
One
going
was
to...
perma-killed by just some guy with an icy knife, so 2 polar bears would be the enemy.
Tobias, it could theoretically one-shot you, and it would definitely one-shot everyone else. But yeah. Polar bears! Oh, now I
It would have been
can't...
cool to have a polar bear drawn.
Again, that it actually would have been amazing to have seen you guys rock back up into Bryn Shander with a couple of polar bears.
Just corpses, though. the polar bear would pull it along.
And it's just 4 dead bodies.
Do a animal handling check.
Oh, yeah.
Moj.
Do an animal handling check, Moj.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I would have died.
So we've had... Harkness would have died, or at least had some aggressive polar bears on him. Tobias probably would have been killed from aggressive polar bears. But Dandelion would have been able to.
Almost.
No, Dandelion's fine. She would have been able to, with that kind of roll, she would have been able to calm the polar bears.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy girl.
Oh well, let's if we're
the
keen.
click around.
Has everyone had their little breaks? Everyone's had their drink of water, or
Oh yes,
Get my lid back
I got
on.
a refill of tea.
Yeah, hydrate button.
a push hydrant. That's fine. Okay. Let's get some sound back on while I try and figure out what's going on here in Tremolane. It is the sound doing anything? Yep. Okay, there's the sound. It's morning in Tremolane. There's a lot more hustle and bustle at the moment. There's people sort of downstairs eating their breakfasts, and outside still seems relatively quiet. Again, it's still miserable out there, no matter the day. You've been here in the 10 towns for a few days now, and the idea of this forever winter is not only is it accurate, but it doesn't even seem like there are calm days to this forever winter. It's always windy, it's always snowing, and everyone outside is always wrapped up completely, so you can barely see any features. It's only inside that you sort of get a chance to see the faces of anybody. And you see Marta is sort of taking orders from people for their breakfasts and disappearing in behind, chatting to obviously the chef, trying to figure something out. It's a pretty small little back and forth, maybe only 2 or 3 staff on to make sure everyone's fed. And there's just a couple of people sitting around talking. And while Marta is sort of going about her chores, she seems to be singing this little song to herself. You can make out the words. Ahead of winter's wind she came, the lovely woman with no name. Draped in a fur-lined cloak of red, to the icy lake she fled. The wind pursued her all the same, as sure as night she's dead. She's just kind of like singing this as she goes around. It's quite dark lyrics for the kind of a melody that she's singing away as. And so you find yourself in the east side. Where's Dandelion? What does Dandelion think of this place?
It's kind of cool. I like it. I want to know more about the creepy song. Can I call her over and ask her about it?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like she comes over and she says, "Good night. I hope you guys all had a good night's sleep. Were the beds okay? Was everything all right?"
I was so tired I could have slept on the floor, but I didn't, so I had an even better sleep. Thank you very much.
I've got to say your ears are amazing. I don't think.
Oh, thank you. I grew them myself.
Hope you don't think I'm rude for. Well, I haven't met a Haringen myself. My dad has told me all about them. Anyway, sorry. Food order. You guys, we've just got the kind of typical sort of porridge and very basic kind of oats and stuff. If it's okay with you.
Oh, porridge would do me. That'd be great.
Mm.
You guys?
Yes, if it's warm,
Oh, yeah.
I'd be quite partial. Thank you.
Sorry.
Yes, please.
Cool. And she goes to sort of head off to the chef, and she goes, "Oh, you heard me singing. You heard me singing the song."
It was great, but it was like it really took a turn at the end of the verse. Is there a story behind that one?
Yeah, 50 odd years ago, this mysterious woman came into Tremolane wearing this fur-lined red cloak, and she stopped here when my grandparents ran this place. But because she was alone and frightened, my grandparents, who were the innkeepers at the time, tried to console her, and the woman gave them a ring as payment for hospitality. And not long after that, this howling wind burst into the inn and tossed the woman around like a rag.
In the inn.
I'm just going from what I've been told from my grandparents. And they tried to intervene, trying to give the woman a chance to escape. However you fight the wind, but this wind picked my grandparents up as well and battered them into the walls, and they fell unconscious before, that's all they knew. When they came to, the wind had stopped, the woman was gone.
Oh. And like, where did she go? Did people see her? Did she run into the lake? Did she run out of town?
That was the last anyone had seen of her. And so my grandmother sort of made up that little song. She used to sing it to me when I was a kid, maybe as a way to remember the story. And then handed this down, and she pulls out of the top just the ring that the lady had given. And this was what she wore.
What is it? Like, is it a jewel or?
Yeah, it's
signet ring.
I will show you.
Wait a minute,
because she explains.
Is it a signet ring?
I'll show you what it is. It's basically. It looks like a couple of.
No, it's really cute.
Yeah. It's like this wooden, a wooden ring with like a little fur lining with two, like snow foxes carved into the top that are wrapped around each other in this cute, like cuddling pattern. And she says, "Well, that's a ring of warmth, actually."
Oh.
And
what's
really
that?
what?
Is it a warm ring?
What's it? And she looks around. She goes, "It's a magical ring." And she tucks it back into her like top. It's a magical ring that, she holds it there, like close to her chest. It just keeps you nice and warm. The cold can't touch you while you're wearing this.
Oh, that's really delightful. You see Dandelion relaxes for some reason when she realizes that it's a wooden ring with foxes on it that she's never seen before.
Okay. All right. Expecting a different ring.
It's like, you found a ring? Do tell. Oh, it's a lovely ring. I think it's beautiful. You should definitely take good care of that ring. Why aren't you using it? Do you not feel the cold?
Oh, anytime I venture out, I put it on. But I also just don't want to risk losing it. I know if I have this tied around my neck, there's the chance of me losing it is very low. Anyway, the porridge.
Yes, thank you so much for the story.
And there's a little
nudge to Bias and to say, I wonder if Sefik was wearing one of those things.
Good point. I wonder if we should be wearing one of those things. He did have
Old
that
shirtless run.
ice dagger and so on. If we were to have a ring of warmth, surely that would benefit us in our ventures out into the snow.
kill the innkeeper.
My other internal voice says, buy it. Maybe.
Right.
Yeah, get old money bags to offer some gold for it.
Wait, who is Moneybags?
I'm
Raise your
feeling
hand, Tian.
Harkness suddenly feels like, wait a minute, senses something.
Giving 5 gold pieces to goblins, delivering the blankets. Surely.
Shiver down the back of his head.
Yeah. She returns after a few minutes with this steaming hot a plate with 4 bowls of steaming hot porridge that she places in front of you. These wooden carved bowls placed delicately in front of each of you. She says, it's just 1 silver for the lot.
Excuse me, miss. I was wondering, the ring that you've got there, is it by chance for sale?
Oh no, this has been handed from my grandmother to my mother to me. No, I'm sorry, but I couldn't see this go.
Do you know, is there a shop that sells these somewhere?
That is a great question, and something that we were eventually going to get to at some point. But Yannick would know, thanks to the 10 towns. And it's more of like, this is the area where hard-working labourers venture. There aren't many magic users. There aren't many magic sellers. They reckon for every 100 people you might meet, only one of them might be a magic user up here. And so you might be able to find a magic shop, but they'd be pretty rare. They might only be in the larger of the towns, and their stock might be pretty limited.
Gotcha, thanks. Well, you keep using that ring to keep you warm. I'm glad you can keep warm.
What brings you all to Tremolane anyway?
Well, we
Definitely the weather.
we, as you know, as I mentioned last night, we had the sled, but we don't have anything to pull it. Do you know, is there anyone nearby who sells or rents dogs?
You could. How much are you hauling? How much have you got in there?
About 900 pounds, wasn't it, Yannick, when we last counted?
900.
Like,
if there's a tier under 1,000 pounds, it's that one.
Right. That is like, she's shocked with how much weight that's as heavy as the miners might be sort of bringing into the town.
I don't travel light.
Is it? Oh. Okay. And she like looks at your size and is like, clearly. Yes. There, you might be able to rent some dogs. Maybe a sled of 6 to haul your sled, I guess. With the miners coming and going, there is like a small. There is a need for sled dogs.
Are they well trained?
Yes, yeah, they'd all be trained for exactly your purpose. Normally, it would be coming and going from whereabouts do these guys get their stuff? Not sure. I don't have the info on me right now, but they basically are a place where miners come in with stuff. So there would be dogs needed for this. Tremolane's home to miners. They harvest gemstones from a cavern complex set into a low hill north and east of the settlement. So it's relatively nearby this mining, and so it's short trips, but there'd be a need for dogs.
If you don't mind pointing the way, I'll go and see a man about a dog.
Yeah, she mentions there's near the city centre, there's near the town hall area, you'll be able to find a small a shop, basically, they train and sell or rent dogs for this kind of thing. Usually they're all owned by the mining guild, but money talks, gold pieces talk.
Just as we're eating
With
breakfast.
Oh,
you go, John.
Sorry, I was just going to ask. The mining guild,
Hmm.
are they all all the mining guilds connected in the different towns, or are they like the mining guild for this town?
Just for this town. There's been a lot of separation, thanks to this curse over the land.
Sorry, Reese.
Yeah, good. While we're eating breakfast and just getting ready for the day, Tobias is going to use an ability. Click the button. Click the button. No, not that button. Click the button.
Twinsies.
All right. So he's going to put his hand onto his amulet and be like, by the Crimson Oath, Winston. And he's going to slowly pull out a small weasel from his amulet. And then he has a little weasel.
Can you lift that up? Have you got that? Or
I don't have it.
Oh, I thought you were holding something. I was very excited for a minute.
Yeah, just there you go.
I've seen a similar thing, except with a hat instead of a chest. This is much better.
Yeah. So he's cast Find Familiar via Ritual, so I don't
Okay.
see the spell slot. And essentially there's a little grey weasel hanging around with him. He looks like a normal weasel. He's grey. His eyes, though, look kind of like the same as the amulet, so they're glowy, reddy.
Oh, yeah, cool.
And that'll just follow him around.
Awesome.
Okay.
Predator number 2 has joined the party.
Well, how do rituals work again? I can't remember. Is it just a...
So they take longer than doing it normally. So
Yeah.
it's 1 hour and I can burn a spell slot. Or if you do it ritually, then it's an extra 10 minutes. So essentially, as long as you got time to burn, it makes sense to use it via ritual. Or maybe I just don't click it.
This one says ritual duration instantaneous. So maybe for this one specifically, it is just instant. It's no time at all. But
I'll chase it up, but I'm
Yeah.
sure by the time we eat our porridge, he's...
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, casting time 1 hour or ritual. So
Yeah, and ritual...
1 hour plus 10. And then it happens. Boop.
Ah, right. Okay. Yeah, it still seems... This is the typical D&D thing where it's like the wording can be taken in different ways. Because it's like, it says on there, ritual duration instantaneous. And then it says casting time 1 hour or ritual. I just go instantaneous. I don't know.
The casting time is 1 hour, though.
That's
The duration is
spell
how long
casting.
the spell actually lasts. So it's weird to say instantaneous because it happens until it gets dismissed. Should be indefinite. Would be a better way.
Yeah, that's a weird one. Okay, now that's cool. Well, you've got a weasel. What are you doing with Weasel? With Winston the Weasel?
He's just hanging around.
Okay,
on the
cool.
feet.
Yeah. Just sort of like scuttling around. Is he scoping the place out, or is he just there as a companion?
Yeah, he's just hanging around.
Cool. Is this the first time that the others have seen your weasel?
Yeah, first time they've seen my Winston. Yeah.
Okay,
Are you
cool.
sure you should have that thing out on the table? There's food there.
Oh, sorry. I should put my feet back down on the floor. You're right. I must say, Harkness, your mittens proved most valuable in those last affairs. I couldn't really think of what a small creature would do, but I figured I'll give it a go.
Well, absolute speaks to your character, my friend.
Weaselish. I'll take that as a compliment.
Harkness returns to his porridge.
If you wanted to head out to check out this near the town hall, this little stand that trains and sells these dogs, we're welcome to head out into Tremor
As we step out of the inn, if all of us are there, Mittens will do like a low pass over Dandy and then disappear back
God damn
into the
it.
sky.
You guys are getting your familiars out inside. I think you're getting a little bit of a look as you do have these like magical creatures with you now. And as I mentioned, magic is pretty rare in these parts, and you're getting some whispers from other tables. But they're not. Everyone seems friendly. They almost are. They're not afraid to lean forward and watch these animals as they do their things. And they're they're trying to do a little bit of small talk as well, asking you about Winston and where did that come out of your chest? Like they're amazed. Sorry, Moj.
Oh, I was like, I could see them talking about them. Can I just slip in a couple of lines about, like, traveling entertainers and it's all mirrors. I don't want to wreck it for you, but it's all mirrors.
Okay, all right. They like, they've heard of that kind of stuff. It still looks so believable.
It still looks good, but it's mirrors and wires. It's
Okay.
you just got to squint a bit and then you see it.
Yeah. I think I can see what you're talking about.
Yeah. No,
You do amazing things with number
that
10
was it.
wire, I tell you that.
And blue tack and number 10 wire. In fact, Winston is nothing but blue tack. Anyway, you've entertained. You've absolutely entertained. There hasn't been an awkward moment in there. And Marta has had a bit of time to relax and just she's washing up, wiping surfaces down, singing that little song again. Are we off to investigate Tremolane?
Let's go to the dog shop.
Okay, cool. You head out.
Kennels.
Yeah, that's the word I've been looking for. Kennels, thank you. You head out, and there's a few people out, and they're all wrapped up in winter gear, mittens and hoods, very all fur lined. Everything seems to have like this white fur lining up here in the 10 towns, which is quite unique and nice to see. And it's not too long before you're into that sort of area. You can hear barking coming up. That sort of helps lead you further into the center of the city. And you can hear a young boy shouting out like news of the day as well. As you're getting closer to the kennels, you can see where both of these noises are coming from. There's a bunch of these sled dogs in this kenneled area. Someone is out feeding them what looks to be just fresh red meat. And then the other sound, the boy that's calling out the news, you see off to the left, he's all wrapped up in heavy winter clothes as well, and he's shouting out as people pass by. And as you approach, the boy cries out, "The gemstone mine is closed because of monsters. Speaker Matthew is offering 50 gold to anyone who clears it out." And he just keeps, like, anyone who passes by, he does the same to them. He's offering 50 gold pieces.
Dandy turns around with her mouth open, going, and makes the expression that would go with dollar signs being over her eyes.
Her eyes become dollar signs.
But also, just remembered, maybe I want to pick up some goggles whilst we're in the town.
Yeah.
As we pass this young town crier boy, Harkness will say, "Hey, excuse me, boy, what can you tell me about this mine?"
I don't have all the information. Master Matthew just told me monsters and 50 gold pieces to clear them out. He's down at the Blue Clam. He's always down at the Blue Clam. Yannick, you'd know the name Matthew. Oaris Matthew is the leader of Tremolane. You would have heard about him. He's a half-orc that was kind of brought in as a leader due to some very contentious, due to a contentious election that went on. And he seems to be bright. He's got a good sense of humor. You don't seem to. I don't think Yannick thinks it was very contentious. I think it's contentious because he was a half orc.
What's his name? Sorry, Mesky.
His first name is Olarus. His surname is Mastu. It's kind of like Matthew, but with an S in there as well, just to make it hard to say.
Matthew.
I could give you some information about like where the mine is, but just go see Matthew if you're interested. 50 gold, and he just keeps calling out. It goes on to the next. See someone else approaching. Frozen late for the 50th day in a row.
Harkness is going to pull the silver out of his pouch and hand it to the boy and say, It's good to know people with their ear to the ground, and you would tell me if there's anything else that's important to know in this town, wouldn't you?
He just snatches that out of your hand.
Harkness is unperturbed by that.
And he like taps his nose. He goes, anything that goes on, Mr. I'll let you know. He's looking up at you. Anything you need, I've got you. You're not going to be hard for me to find either. I hear anything, you're my man.
I'm sorry, and your name again, boy?
Glenn?
Glenn?
Glenn.
Glenn. Pleased to meet you, Harkness.
Nice to meet you too. I've got a job to do, Harkness. And he
I'll leave you to it, Glenn.
starts shouting out again to anyone who'll listen.
Effective use of coin, Harkness. Good show.
Oh, coin binds everything.
There's like a gap. There's a gap in people moving past. And he says, Harkness. You know,
Yes, Glenn.
I don't know too much about the ins and outs of how a town runs, but I know it's important, that mine. If that mine stays closed, it's going to mean some hardships for me dad. Probably going to mean hardships for me mum as well. Hardships for the whole town, I think.
Take that into due consideration. Thank you, young Glenn.
What's going on in Harkness's mind?
Well, Harkness is just making a list of things that we need to do, and so we've already committed to getting a sled back. But then also, this is something that he's going to raise with the others about. I think I would hate to see the entire economy of the town falter at such a difficult time. Perhaps something we could look into.
I'd hate to see the 50 gold
Gemstones
pieces
are
go to
prized
someone
across
else.
the dale.
Oh, sorry. It's both a little bit of talk over. What was that, John?
I was just going to say the gemstones of Tremolaine are prized across the dale, and I don't know what would happen to the town if they didn't have that source of income.
And Moach, what were you saying? Sorry.
I imagine I.
Oh, Atlas was saying he'd hate to see their source of income disappear, and Dandy was like, I'd hate to see the 50 gold go to someone who wasn't us. It sounds very cool and exciting work.
Should we go see what sort of monster it is? If it's a
Yeah.
Perhaps we could.
Yeah.
Perhaps we could hire someone to take the sleigh back for us to Storn, and that way we can settle some affairs here.
I don't know if we can trust anyone to take this back, but we will have to return the dogs we hire. So perhaps we do a round trip.
How long would that be, Yannick? You
Uh,
might need to ask God.
With dogs.
with dogs, it would easily half the travel time. From here to Bryn Shander, with dogs, with your sled, good 3 hours.
Oh, that's nothing. then.
Quick. It's quick. It's like 8 in the morning right now. You could be there and back. What's that? Just early afternoon. Just as it's just as it starts getting dark.
Sure.
Sounds
Darker.
good to me.
Yeah.
I do love finishing off a side quest before I pick up a new one.
I think with Tremolaine, I think it's. I'm trying to remember if that was on the roundabout list of towns that was on Torg's list of places they were visiting or not. I believe it was. I'm just trying to. I should probably have written that down. It was like the Calvin's Cairn. There was East something, then Bryn Shander, and then over to Targos, and I think then back to Tremolaine before heading back to Cair Denival. So, but you're not really sure where that is at the moment. And from all of the conversations you've been overhearing at the end, there's been no rumblings or no mention of that name either. But it's not hard to... I'd say your options right now would be head over to the kennel. It's just behind you at this point. Head to the Blue Clam to chat to Oris. Or even see if you can find information for this mine and just head there directly.
I think Glenn would tell us if Torga had entered town, so that's
correct.
That's fine to park.
Yeah, cool.
But yes, perhaps you're right. If it's not that far, perhaps we'll just get this back to Storn. I'm sure he has things he wants to do with it, and then we can return and we'll get right onto that mine.
There's the kennel behind you they don't have their sort of pricing up on any sort of board because it's kind of an understanding that they just come and go. They look after when the miners aren't in need of them, and then the miners use it when they are in need. But the guy who runs the place, he's eager to help. He wants to help. I'd love nothing more than to help you today, to get you and your sled back down. 900 pounds. I reckon we could get you 3 sled dogs. Now, they come at a cost. Normally, I'd be selling them to people about 30 gold pieces a dog. But if you get them back to me today, like you say you will, let's call it 10 gold pieces a dog.
And how much to rent them rather than
That's to rent. That is to rent. If you're going to buy them, it's 30 gold pieces. But if you're saying you can get them back to me, 10 gold pieces a dog.
Do these dogs have wings?
They can pull what you need pulling.
I do understand a good pulling. And Tobias will open his wallet up.
I have a thing where I get a discount.
Okay.
It's called
Give me my discount.
Pulls out his gold card.
Yeah, pull out my dwarven gold card.
I get dog points every time I use this card.
For all your community service, here is a card.
Yeah. He's like, oh, okay, you get yourself a
discount.
discount, do you? What do you? It's a 20% discount.
Yeah. It's a feature, I think.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's all good. He's... Oh, sorry.
Tobias will take a few minutes to put the gold pieces out onto the table as we count out the correct number.
Yeah. All right, let's hold on. Let's see if your mate can find his little discount card in his pocket there.
Where's it gone?
But he's like sliding them one by one over, just waiting to see.
We can be pretty sure it'll be more than 2 gold pieces, so I'll give you another one.
Okay, yeah.
That's 2.
Rent 2 dogs, get 1 free. I mean, you're getting them. It's in the chat. To rent 2 dogs, get 1 free, which is fair. Well, let's see. Is it in your features? Ah, here we go. Okay, what do we got?
The following benefits. So, blah blah blah. Whenever you buy a non-magical item, you receive a 20% discount on it.
Okay, it's simple.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I think he takes a look at you and he's like, you know what? I know my dogs are going to be in good hands. How about we do the lot for 8 gold pieces each? Yeah. So it brings it down to 24 gold total. Good.
Much appreciated. Thank you.
All right, but if you, I'm expecting these back. This is for a day rate, okay? They come back tomorrow, another 24 gold pieces. All right.
We'll be most speedy with them. Thank you.
All right. And he's he says, "Will you? Where's your sled? Is it?"
I imagine we brought the sled with us.
Sorry. Okay, you've been like pushing the sled. Okay, all right.
Just outside.
Yeah, and he just hooks these 3 dogs. These 3 dogs will get you to Bryn Shander in like an hour flat. These dogs are amazing.
or our money back.
I didn't say that. No, you're renting. They might be having a bad day. I don't know what's happening with these dogs in their minds. Normally on a good day, though, easily.
Thank
What
you
are
so
their
much.
names?
Look, we lose a lot of dogs, okay? If you want to give them little pet names for your ride back to Bryn Shander, by all means you do. Just make sure they survive and come back later today, all right?
Okay.
There's obviously there's very much an understanding from him that these dogs, they're tools. They're tools to him.
Thank you, Yannick. That card will certainly come in handy.
I do like that it's a card. I think that is fantastic.
There's a picture of Yannick on it going.
Back from his sledding days. Cool. The dogs are all set to go. The iron is completely packed over. You can see even the dog, the kennel owner is trying to get got a lot of weight back there, don't you? Oh, I'm sure it won't be a problem for them. And you can head off whenever you like.
Should we click clack like a 80s credit card? Bryn Shander and back again?
Blip blop.
I like it.
Are we splitting it?
Yeah, I believe so. I think you guys are getting out of here. If that's what you mean by splitting it.
I meant the cost of the sled.
Ah, right. Yeah. Who's paying?
I paid, but I can... We should probably figure out how we're going to do group money or whatever.
True.
I'm wondering if we just buy them.
Yeah?
It's 30
'Cause
gold,
it's-
24 to rent, right?
24 gold to rent them for 1 day, or 72, and then we just have dogs in a sled.
Well, you've got a sled. You've got a miner's sled at the moment, so you might just end up with 3 dogs.
Shall we
True.
talk to Storm first?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He might even have some spare dogs.
Okay.
I might just clarify with the kennel keeper and just say, if we do want to buy these dogs after we've come back, are you okay if we just top up the amount we've already paid to cover it?
Yeah, I think we could. Yeah, I think we could find some agreement there.
Or maybe a discount because they'll be
Thank you.
used. Shop soiled, if
You
you will.
really push. Look, the miners don't care if the dogs are a bit used, okay? So if they don't mind, then you shouldn't mind either.
I'm going to give the dogs some pats around here.
Don't pat them.
Snuggle.
You don't want to get them too accustomed to the niceties in life, do you? If they don't if now you've patted them, I can't guarantee that they'll be there in an hour, can I? That's
All right. To Bryn Shander.
yeah. You guys head off, follow the path back south out of Tremolane, and the dogs are not going to get you there in an hour. It's it's been an hour and a half, and you can still see just the lake off to the side. You
can still see the
off in
kennel.
the distance. No, the Tremolane is still far behind you at this point, but an hour and a half in. I think Yannick's original estimate of 3 hours is going to be right. The road turns away off to the east, and you've got sort of 2 options: is follow it east through to the next town over. There's signs to Targos, or you can just sort of cut it across onto another path and head round to Bryn Shander. But it shouldn't add, either way, shouldn't add too much. It's just whether or not you want to get into Targos and then take another route out.
What does Google Maps say about the traffic?
It's clear both ways, actually. There's I think maybe you've passed maybe a couple of people, again, fully covered in gear, on the back of these axe beaks, these giant birds, 2-legged birds, flightless birds with these giant wedge-shaped beaks, just absolutely powering past you through the snow towards Tremolane.
Oh, perhaps
Hey,
we should
got
save
it.
up for some of those.
Yeah, I gotta get me one of those.
But if it is just a direct course to Bryn Shander, it's just a little bit over a bit of a hill, which slows the dogs down a little bit. But you're pretty much there in no time. It is now midday. You've come into Bryn Shander. Where are you aiming for now? Storn had mentioned that the goods, the iron ingots, were always sold to Black Iron Blades. You've also been to Storn's. Well, I wouldn't say it's his house, but it's just a place where miners stay. So, kind of got two different places you could be aiming for. You're coming down from the which way are you coming in? From the north.
I think we go to Storm first, right, and then go with him to Black Iron Blades.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. You're making what? This is probably the liveliest you've seen Bryn Shander. It's midday at this point. More people are out and about doing shopping or taking care of their houses, or trying to clear snow off their roof. It's kind of like a Sisyphean feat. No matter how much snow they get rid of, more is landing as they're doing it. And it's not too long before you get back to that sort of area, which was close by to Black Iron Blades anyway. And inside is Storn. He can't believe it. You made it! You made it! Oh my gosh! By my beard, you found Ubek's sled!
Yeah, and unfortunately that's not all we found. We did manage to give Ubek a Dale goodbye. Sorry, again.
No, I it's the best thing you could do for Ubek. I appreciate you doing what you could do. Karuna is going to be so pleased with everything you've done for us. She's not here right now, but she did give me these, and he walks over to this table inside, and where there's like a little leather pouch, and he says, as promised, 50 we've got a gemstone each, and he pulls out this red gemstone. Yannick, you know, it's a bloodstone. This is the stuff that they mine back in Tremor, and you know that these aren't cheap. Like something the size of what he's pulling out, they'd be going for 50 gold pieces each, and he pulls one out for each of you. One over to Dandelion. Oh, you guys are absolutely deserving of everything that you can get from these, and you're holding them, and they are just shining with this dark red, this pure gemstone look to them. And he says,
Thank you,
not only I had a chat to my friends at the Black Iron Blades, and they said for helping us out, they're willing to give you some sort of discount if you're going to be buying anything from them. So if you need, if you need some cheap blades or some gear, maybe you should stop in with them. But are you staying? What have you got next?
Well, I did want to talk to you about that. The sled.
Aye.
We obviously
very appreciative.
We had to rent some dogs to get it back. Is there any way we could keep the sled for a bit longer?
Well, we all thought that sled was done for, so I don't see why not. I think if you're yeah, why not? I'll just tell Haroon that it was little too damaged, a little too unsafe for us to be carting things here and there back from the cairn. So why don't you have it? Why don't you hold on to it for me? I'd love that. I think you guys and gals will make good use of it.
Thank you, Storm.
Much appreciated.
It might take me a little bit to just get the iron, the ingots off the sled. So why don't you pop over and see what you can, if there's anything that you like over at the Blades. And by the time you're back, the sled will be sorted.
Do you want us to take the ingots over to the Black Iron Blades?
Oh yeah, that's where I'll be unloading. That's what I was. It's right over the road, so I'll unload that. You go see what you can do.
Thank you. We do that.
Yeah, cool.
Yep.
Sorry, anything from Tobias?
Yes.
Okay, just a thumbs up. Tobias, you guys venture out. There's a familiar face. Well, it starts off as like a familiar shape. Like I said, everyone's kind of covered over. But there's like a hint of like glasses you can see coming out from underneath the hood of someone that's like propping themselves up against one of the walls to one of the buildings next to the Black Iron Blades. You recognize them. There's something familiar about them. And she just gives you this, or this person gives you a nod.
Tobias nods back in the customary double nod.
So it's a woman?
You can't tell with the way everything is wrapped up.
Are they quite tall?
They're about 5'6".
Not the person that Harkness thought. Anyway, carry on.
I recognize this woman. I'll be back in a moment.
So Tobias, you're moving away from the group. The group, are you following along, or are you just going to leave? You're just going to watch as Tobias? You got things to do, right?
We got unloading to do.
Yeah. As you get closer, this person sort of rights herself, like pushes herself away from the wall. Glad to see you are okay.
And yourself, you're alive. Good work.
Now you know this person's name as Beldora. I don't know if this is going to be of any use to you, Tobias, but Torg's Torga and her shop and her group, Torg's, they came into Bryn Shander, and then they just went straight back out, in from the east, out from the north. There's rumblings that they were heading to Targos.
Thank you. Do you have any info on her bodyguard? It was intimidatingly good in battle.
Sefik? Am I pronouncing that correctly? I have heard some stuff. We've picked up some stuff about Sefik. Something about... Well, Sefik claims he was born on the holiday of midwinter, and this is why the Frostmaiden protects him from the cold. But from the information we have, that is not true. He was not born during midwinter. He was a mariner whose ship sank off the coast of Oriel's Island just a few months ago. It's a relatively recent shipwreck. His entire crew died. He was the only one to survive. But I don't know how true this is. This sounds even too far-fetched for me, Tobias, but I think the Frostmaiden might be living through him.
It's through some, like, relic?
But the Frostmaiden is a thing. You can see her create the auroras at night, so maybe it's just... I don't know. Maybe he was just blessed. There's some truth to it. I know it. But
Are you able to do some more research on this for us?
I will find out. I know they're heading to Targos, and I know that wasn't in the plans. I don't know how long they're going to be there. There's another thing, which is a silly little aside. I don't even know why I'm telling you this. There's another little adventurers group that were heading to Targos as well. They had an expedition planned to find this lycanthrope that can transform into like a polar bear. I think they were heading to Targos to go on. If it's only a 2-hour trek from here, if you get there in time, you might be able to assist with that. If that's, I mean, you've got bigger things to do. Just keep that in mind.
Thank you, Beldora.
No problem, Tyler.
Any other news from the south that I need to know?
No. The Harpers do miss you, though, Tobias.
Indeed. And Tobias will do a sweet Harper handshake. And he'll walk back to the group.
And that's where we're going to end it for the night.
Damn.
Tobias the Harper, huh?
Holding out on us.
None of the just we need to metagame a little bit. The characters have no idea
100%,
of this. The players absolutely.
The players like
Meanwhile,
what I will say is prepare your level 2. We will be starting next session. We're not going to. Normally I do it. Normally I do level ups during a long rest because I thought, it makes kind of sense that you wake up with new powers. Fuck that. We're just going to do it. We're going to start. I don't know when you're going to long rest. You might go to a mine and do a bunch of. No. Let's do it. So we'll start the next session by leveling up to level 2. We'll go. The way we normally do it is we just go person by person through, taking a look at what the book says for what it is. So we will start next week with a level 2. Which is
fantastic.
Awesome. Finally, we get some leveling up. Awesome. Amanda. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say you're getting leveling up withdrawals after previous campaigns.
I'll tell you, the Dragonbane system really spoiled me. It was really, really good. I really enjoyed that. Amanda said, great accent, Reagan. Thank you. I like my Shrek. I like giving Storm. I totally forgot what Storm's accent was. And I had to be like, that's right, it's Shrek. He's just Shrek. Like soft-spoken Shrek. Yeah. But thank you for that. QST says, I find it strange that they have axe beaks up north too. I remember them from Tomb of Annihilation Adventure, and that was based in jungles. True.
migratory.
Clearly.
Just different color palette on
North for the winter.
Plumage.
Yeah. These are white. And the ones you had were probably jungle coloured.
Like camo.
Yeah. They can totally be purchased for use as well. The axe beaks.
It's my dream vehicle right now.
Just get a discount on them.
Yeah, you've probably seen like an axe beak store in Bryn Shander, or at least Yannick would know about it. That there's like 50 GP for a single axe beak.
Really?
And they're not used for like sleds. They're used like you might use a mule. So you put like yourself and your bags on the back of it and just go.
Like a chocobo.
100% like a chocobo.
Oh, sacred.
Yeah. If you guys could chocobo the rest of the game, that would be amazing, actually. So yeah,
Start
50.
planning the bird names.
Although you've got that
We
20%.
immediately get rid of this ruby.
We've got this ruby.
Give me chocobo.
And they definitely help cut down on the get you across the dale much faster than walking, and snowshoes would for sure.
Except for
What
Harkness, who's sitting on one, but his feet are still dragging on either side. He's just kind of like running it like a balance bike.
Yeah, like
We'll get you a big one.
like a toddler on like a little tiny little trike where their feet are still on the ground. Yeah, I'm down for that. I'm down for that visuals. That was cool. That was great. Some good roleplay, guys. Not as much combat as I thought there was going to be. I wasn't sure, but I was kind of counting on you guys just full on attacking that wagon. I was like, oh yeah, they're gonna go on and attack the wagon. But I really, really loved the donation of the blankets. Who has inspiration?
If Christian doesn't have it, he should definitely have it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like I grabbed it at the end of last session and never got a chance to use it.
Yeah, I think you did. There wasn't much in the way of rolling tonight. Sorry, team. It was mainly just chats, some good chats. But I'm keen. I don't know what you guys are going to do next. Now you've got like one quest like ticked off, delivered the iron ingots. You've got the mine of. I called it Tremorlane. It's Tourmaline, but whatever. It's now Tremorlane. You got the mines of Tremorlane needing some sort of assistance. You've got this weird group of adventurers hunting a shape-shifting polar bear. You've got Torgs over in Targos as well. So
Rewarding goblins?
you've got goblins somewhere now with their polar bears. They're out there.
All nice and warm. with
Nice
the
and
blanket.
warm.
Well, for the first hour and then...
Yeah, I don't
dead now.
I don't think they had any idea that it was going to wear off, even though you like specified. I don't think they understood magic that well.
It's a blanket after that. That's
Yeah,
still
yeah,
good.
yeah. Yeah. Still come in handy.
Yeah.
Cool. What's everyone's like gut? Let's go round. Start with you, Moj. Out of the options, what's the most attractive to Dandelion?
The more she's hanging out with this group, the more she's like, oh my gosh, this is like all the stories my dad was telling me about. And then, yeah, so, okay, she doesn't know, she didn't hear the word was it like a
Lycanthrope.
werebear?
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
Because if she did, she'd be like, ah. But she heard,
True. It is only Tobias that knows this info at the moment.
she heard
yeah.
being heroes fighting monsters in a mine for 50 gold. And it's like, oh, we might get a song made about us. It'll be awesome.
That's true. I mean, the more good deeds you do, I'm sure the Black Iron Blades will absolutely be talking about the amazing adventurers that managed to basically save the next run of weapons and armor. So you're definitely going to be picking up a little bit of a reputation there.
The Black Iron Blades.
Yeah.
The leader, Bill I Am.
Okay, I mean, now that has to be the thing. Bill I Am and Fergie are just not even going to change the name, just straight up Fergie. That's fantasy enough. Tobias, what does Tobias think about all the information and the kind of tasks that are mounting?
Axbeak license. And then to the caves. There's monsters in there. There's definitely going to be relics in there.
Cool.
Let's go.
Cool. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Christian?
Yeah, I mean, Harkness was like, oh, a collapse of an economy of an entire town of people who are doing it tough anyway. Is that avoidable?
John, notice you got the wig and the beard off nice and quick again.
So quick. It's just in and around my mouth.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to go past the gemstone mine. We might even get some gemstones too.
Oh, you already got some gemstones. You want more? More gemstones?
Chocobo ain't gonna pay
It
for
does
itself.
seem. It does seem like a bargain basement price to clear out their gemstone mine for 50 gold.
We can clear it out of the gemstones too.
As long as there's not one guy with a dagger in there, we're fine.
Yeah.
If I fall on a gemstone and it goes into my pocket, is it my fault?
John would do that. Yannick wouldn't.
Yeah. I think that's... I'd hope you'd get more than
cool.
50 for an entire mine, but we'll see. You might have to bargain.
We'll just
It'd be
clean
like-
out the front entryway.
Just all hold up all of the gemstones you got for doing one other thing in Bryn Shander. We just did one thing and we each got one of these things.
We just did a fetch quest. And we didn't even have to kill any monsters technically.
But you did.
I was
But you did.
I was trying to find my persuasion bonus because I was like, can I talk this guy down on the cost of these dogs? And my sheet froze. I had to
Oh, no.
restart the whole damn thing.
Ah.
And by the time that I finally got it up, you guys had already paid. I'm like, damn.
You guys got a pretty good bargain, but with a good persuasion roll, that could have come down further.
But Tobias, I owe you.
We'll chat offline on
Yeah,
Team
in the
Cash,
chat.
shall we?
Definitely
Yeah,
figure
yeah.
that stuff out, because I know in the past I've just said like the cheapest anything's going to be is 1 gold, and we only ever deal in gold. But I don't know. I don't like that. It feels dumb. So I don't know why. It just like everything. Oh, so breakfast is a 1 gold piece, and it's just devalues gold.
Buy this house.
I think
it's
you
1
have to
gold.
just give a bunch of small stuff away if you do that, and just make it like breakfast. You just have breakfast
Yeah.
included in the room or whatever.
Yeah,
The room
yeah.
is
As soon as-
1 gold.
As soon as I
It's a
said
combo.
the price of like, oh, that'll be like a silver for all your, I was just like, that's just room and food and breakfast. It's kind of like you get the breakfast buffet with your stay. Yeah. That'll be something I figure out as we go along. Yeah. Figure it out, because you will find copper and silver as we go, so we'll figure it out. But thanks, everyone. That was an awesome session. I appreciate everybody in the chat that came to watch. Feel free to ask questions in the chat or talk, and we can answer stuff in the break. We can answer stuff when we finish off. Thank you for returning, Gar, and watching the show, and thank you, Manta, for joining as well. QSD, good to still see you there at the end of the session too. Shidehawk and Dropshadow's been quiet, but I know he's been watching. That's good. I know you guys are already in the Discord, but if anyone else is watching, here's a link to our Discord, and here's a link to all of our previous episodes up on YouTube. I'm back on my making thumbnails drive for now, so we're slowly going to make it look much nicer for this campaign as well, which is cool. I'm going to figure out some more merch for people at some point this week, so we'll get that sorted as well. And as always, here is a link to our Patreon where you can support us. Literally, guys, every single cent that comes in gets put into something for this. So you might have noticed the snow falling in our battle with the goblins. That was thanks to the Patreon supporters and the Twitch supporters for... That was a little pack that I bought for Roll20 as well. There's a couple of those that I've bought now, which have definitely helped make things look a little nicer. And for the higher tier one, you can get access to early builds of the Caldera's Cold game based on Getting Dicey characters and stories that is coming together. It's looking really, really fucking good. We've got some... that's why I'm kind of taking this week off, so I can put a whole week of work into it this week. Getting some new art for the characters up, getting some little animations in there, getting some new environmental things so you can adjust how hard you are to hit if you're standing on a certain thing, and the goblins might run for that as well, so they're harder to hit, and just increase the strategy. It's very cool. Anyway, come just sign up, say hi to either subscribe to our YouTube, subscribe to us here, or follow us here. Sign up to our Patreon, or just come say hi in the Discord. We love the support. It's awesome. And don't forget, Christian has Career Break Guy on YouTube. So definitely go check him out over there, who does solo plays, which is awesome. And he just hit like 1,000 views on one of his videos, which is super cool. So go make it 1,050, because he's probably already got another 49 or so. So go check him out. Thanks everyone. Have a really good night, and we'll see you guys same time next week.
Thanks, bye.
Bye everybody.
Thank you, bye.
See ya.